Oh, hey guys, how's it going? Yes, I'm back. And this video is gonna be slightly different. It's not your usual how-tos or, just me doing some shorts while doing some gameplay. I kinda wanna take my time talking about the DLC and the state of Wulong at the moment because, if I'm being honest, it is very, very disappointing. And I literally feel kind of bad that they literally took this direction for the game, which I have no idea what they're thinking. But it's okay if you just want to get the new weapons, I suppose. I mean, that's only the real reason why anybody got the DLC in the first place, because of the fist weapons, aka the cestas. I mean, yeah, they're pretty fun and all, but the DLC, let's see, but yeah, the DLC, oh boy, oh boy. Alright, but yeah, as you can see, DLC, it's like 3 main missions, which, if any of you guys played Neo, we all know that in the Neo DLCs, they add 3 missions, well, 2 to 3 missions, depending on how long the DLC is or how long that said mission is, which is fine. I don't mind it, which is good for a story. But here's one thing I will say right off the bat compared to Neo, is that I feel like Neo does its DLC slightly better, well, not slightly better, way more better than Wulong now that I've experienced the first DLC. Because when you get into the DLC, you expect it to be cool and epic from what it shows in the beginning, right? But then later on we find out it's very lackluster. I'm not gonna spoil too much if you guys haven't played the DLC. But if you guys have, then you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, everything's pretty much lackluster. Every character's pretty much forgettable. There's, at this point, even the newer New Game Plus is kind of worthless to play. For example, because they added new spells, and in my opinion, I was thinking, oh, we get more spell points, right? So then we could unlock those spells and grind for it. But no, they literally messed up that route. And instead of the usual, oh yeah, you gotta level up to gain those points, you have to fight certain bosses to get those spells. And in my opinion, it is not a good idea. It sounds like a good idea on paper, sure, because I know they did that with Neo, but it's just not as satisfying and worth it while playing it in Wulong. And you'll see what I mean, but the bosses are very fun to fight in Neo compared to Wulong. Plus, the deflection system, like, I get it, they're really trying to focus on the deflection part of this game, which is fine and all, but at the same time, it's kind of pointless when you're literally fighting a boss over and over again, just so you could grind for that one specific new spell, but it doesn't drop. So, in my opinion, it feels kind of pointless, where it's like, it never drops. I've only gotten 2 drops so far, by that only from fighting the freaking farm monkey that everybody uses nowadays, which you could only get 2 out of. Out of all of that, you have to grind other bosses, and I've not really touched Wulong ever since, if I'm being honest. Like, yeah, you did see like a short or a video, or a few videos on it a couple days ago and such, but that's because those were my few videos that I was thinking, like, you know what, I'll try to make some Wulong content, because, you know, it's an okay game. And when I say okay, it's really not okay at the state it is right now, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people, myself included, were expecting a lot more. But yeah, the way to grind new spells isn't that great. The fact that we don't have an item to actually switch to a different martial art that we could either unlock or know already from using said martial arts, is not in the game, which I'm surprised they have not added an item to add a specific martial art that you want, which would have been cool in my opinion, instead of literally having it to swap button instead, which kind of sucks. I'm be honest. Like, for example, you want to switch a martial art and you think like, oh, we could finally switch it to a new martial art. No, you just swap the button combinations to do said martial art, which pretty much sucks. It's not the best feature. Not that many people wanted that, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people were expecting a lot of things from this DLC, myself included. But yeah, the way I see it, the DLC, it seems cool at first, but the more you get into it, it's kind of mediocre and kind of like, why am I playing this? But yet you remember you're only playing this just to try out the new weapons, which honestly there isn't really that much content for. And even if you do the side missions aren't that really fun at all. It's more like a, oh yeah, we gotta play these side missions just to get to like have better rewards per se. Like, that's not bad, but at the same time it's kind of useless to have those side missions there. Like, why not have those rewards given out in main missions instead of, you know, side missions? Like, the boss side missions are okay, not the secret boss fight side mission. If you guys encountered that, I mean, I know I have, and that mission really sucks. Why was that even invented? I don't know. It is the worst annoying boss fight mission I've ever seen in my life. Like, yeah, I get it, there's checkpoints, but it's really not that great. It's really not that great. And it sucks, too, because it's literally a reskin of a boss we just fought in the base game. And speaking of reskins, there's only 2 enemy types that we gotten in the game so far as well, which is kind of sad. If I could go through it right here. A few different enemy types, and they're not even new. They're like old enemy types. No, okay, yeah, here we go. There's only this one and this one. And yes, I know what you're thinking. I thought there were 3, but no, there's only 2. There is one reskin of the newer one, which is this one right here. And it's gas. Or, not gas, it's metal phase type of demon enemy, which kind of sucks. It's like, the enemy variety isn't that great. The way to grind for newer items or spells isn't that great. I honestly believe that, I hope when the next DLC comes out, they scrap the tome idea, because that idea is stupid. I mean, who's gonna grind for hours just to get all the spells? Nobody, not even myself. That's one of the reasons why I kind of stopped grinding, because it's kind of pointless. But yeah, this is sort of like a rant video in my opinion, so sorry you guys had to watch this entire video, but this video is just a video about me complaining and my experience with the DLC, because I've actually tried it and it was fun at first, but the more I think about it, it really sucks. And it's kind of sad to see. It's literally like a watered down version of Nioh. Yes, I get that there's a deflecting mechanic, but I really hope that they add more into the next DLC. But yeah, from my experience and to anyone else that experienced this DLC, it's really not that great. I just really hope that if they're working, well, they probably are going to be working on the next DLC by the time this video goes up, or they're already working on it already, but it's just not as fun. And is it worth it? That is the question, because I know a lot of people are on the fence. It is not worth it. If you want to get the weapons, cool, but for the entire gameplay, the new enemies, the storyline, if you're into the storyline, I mean, go for it, but I'll be honest with you, you're gonna be pretty disappointed. The amount of missions too, that's pretty disappointing. It's really, really watered down to the point where it feels kind of, not unplayable, but kind of annoying to play, because the tome system sucks. The enemy variety sucks. 2 bosses are pretty good, I'll say that. But the reskin boss, no bueno. It's just trash. No one asked for a reskin boss. If people would have asked for a reskin boss, I'm pretty sure 99% of the community would have asked for a Lu Bu reskin. But anyways, I think I'm gonna end this video here. The game is just in a very disappointing state. Hell, I even kind of stopped doing PvP videos, so I don't think you guys are gonna be seeing any PvP videos anytime soon. So sorry about that, but Wo Long is just in a terrible state. Will I continue making content on this game? Yes and no. The reason why I'm saying that is because I'm still going to make the few videos I have left of my How to Wo Long for the last 2 weapon types and for the newer weapons, the Cestas, which are the Fist. So watch out for those videos. But yeah, this is sort of a short video of me ranting. And sorry about the alarm. Let me just turn that off real quick. There we go. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's sort of a rant video on my experience. I just hope you guys... I'm gonna be straight up with you. Do not buy the DLC. The reason why I bought the deluxe edition was to see how the DLC is and just to make content on it. But if you're one of those people that just likes to play the game, I would not recommend until every single DLC is out, just so you can have a lot of content. Because right now with the newer DLC there is no content at all. PvP content, I'm pretty sure no one's playing PvP because the DLC, as soon as they finish, they're just like, alright, I'm done for the day. Am I gonna PvP? Probably not. But I'm pretty sure there's some people that still PvP out there. But for me, I'm not gonna PvP anymore. Because the game is literally watered down and the player base kinda died. But as soon as all 3 DLCs come out, and as soon as a lot more people start getting the DLCs, which I'm pretty sure it'll be worth their while for waiting for all 3 of them to come out, then I think they'll bring the player base back. But for now, the game is pretty much dead. Really not worth playing at the moment. Not even the PvP side of things. Hell, if I'm correct, Naraka came out like a day ago, and a lot of people are playing that instead, which I find kind of funny. Because Wo Long and Naraka literally did a collab, and I'm pretty sure people that love Wo Long or love the aspect of Wo Long are playing Naraka. It's literally like an online PvP version of Wo Long, which is kind of funny. And it's kind of sad to see this game kind of die really quickly. From the 3 months it came out during, or when it came out in May, a lot of people were hyped because of the base story. I mean, that was a lot of content, but now since the DLC came out, it is just not that great. And I really hope that they start improving their next DLC. If they don't, then you already know what's going to be coming out next. No content for that as much as I would like, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'll see you guys next time. This game is just in a very disappointing state, but like I said, I'll do my last few videos of doing my how-tos for the last two weapon classes, which are long weapons, dual weapons, and of course the Cestas, so look out for those. But for now, this is sort of like a rant video of my experience of the entire game with the DLC. I just really hope that they put their foot in the right direction and not in the wrong direction next time. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. This game is just not that good at the moment, and it's very disappointing to the point where it just makes me want to just fall down, you know? Just go just like that, because that's how the game is like right now. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.